Hello, welcome back to Nikke. What do we have? Flamed out. Hello, and welcome back to Nikke. Alright, let's start part 2, which would be this one.
Shall we start with a glass of wine? Just a little more.
Reloading!
Reload.
These guys are quite persistent.
Target eliminated. I can still keep fighting.
You'll have to take it from here.
Bolts, you're all wet.
Cool.
Bolt, we won again.
Hold on, the mansion's going up in flames? What are you talking about? I thought we discussed this. This is the Ark's protocol for dealing with outbreaks. So their idea of epidemic response plan is to burn everything down. It's not just this place, am I right? You are. They will torch all the residences around the mansion as well. If they deem the situation to be critical, they might even reduce the entire outer rim to ashes, to stop the disease from reaching Ark. What? Then what about the people living in the outer rim? Don't be so naive. Between the Ark and the outer rim, you already know which one of the central government will prioritize. Besides, sure you understand how dangerous a contagious disease would be in an enclosed place like the Ark. The central government will go with the best option available to them, as they always do. This isn't the best option. They're just taking the easy way out, sacrificing the few to save the many. Exactly. That's precisely why the central government sees this as the best option. The tale is all this time. Going with whatever is most convenient. What if we put a stop to whatever the Star of Salvation is up to? Will Blazeout still intervene then? Only if we can prove there's no risk of Neovirus spreading any further. I doubt they would intentionally stir trouble. You said Blazeout's scheduled to arrive in 2 hours? That's right. And we still got time. Let's reassess our next move. Ada, what do you think we should do? I need your input to decide the next course of action. Let's start with that. I'm fine with whatever, as long as we honor our deal. I'm game. D? My stance hasn't changed. I say we resolve as many issues as we can, then get out of here before this place burns down. This can be our course of action from here on out. So you're taking the easy way out too? You can be serious. Since entering the outer rim and on our way to the mansion, we didn't encounter a single mutated creature or infected person. That means the virus hasn't spread beyond the mansion yet, so we still have a chance to prove that the Neovirus won't spread any further. Ah, that's the spirit. I'd say we should resolve as many issues as possible. Alright, first we rescue Polly, then we find a way to deal with this Neovirus situation. Now, where do we start looking? According to these journals, Paul is reflecting on her sins in the Reformation Chamber beneath the altar. If she hasn't been sacrificed yet, that's where she'll be being held. There's going to be a passage to the Reformation Chamber somewhere here. Somewhere here, huh? We just need to find whatever opens this secret passage, right? Yes. Are you just gonna stand there all day, Ada? Of course not, our deal is still going on. But I must say, I'm surprised. I do pegged as a puppet who mindlessly follows orders. Not a chance. Let's cut the chit-chat and find a passage. Right away.
I'll cooperate.
Reload.
These guys are quite persistent.
The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
As we search the second floor of the mansion, Ada calls us to the front of the altar. Among the blades and ornaments of unknown purpose lies the Rapture core, glowing red, looking as ominous as ever. Looks pretty suspicious to me, don't you think? Definitely right about that. It's really odd for a Rapture core to be just sitting there like this. See, look over there. He stares silently at the altar for a moment before finally speaking. It's fine. Happy, forget the core. Focus on what's going on around here. Around it? Prompted by the words, I glance back to the altar again. The Rapture core. The balls and blades, and the candles faintly illuminating the area. Every so often a cold breeze sweeps through, and the candle flames flicker. Trails of smoke drift over the platform behind the altar. Upon closer inspection, the smoke is being drawn into a narrow crack in the platform. I knock on the platform. A dull echo rings out from behind. I'm guessing there's a hidden space behind us. Bingo, that's our next step. Ada rummages through the altar and points the Rapture core toward the platform. The platform slides open, revealing a hidden passageway behind it. I'll go first. Ada grins and slips behind the platform. Peer in and greeted by a staircase descending deep underground. Let's head down, D. Alright. Stay sharp. We don't know what's waiting for us down there. We walk down a long corridor when Ada, who's ahead of us, stops abruptly. What is it? See for yourself. As Ada steps aside, something piled up in layers comes into from regular civilian clothing. The work, school, police, nurse, and military uniforms. A variety of clothes are piled up together. A name tag on one of the military uniforms suddenly catches my eyes. Miles Carter. Are these the clothes worn by the missing? There's more. Ada gestures silently. Several mass-produced Nikke like labs beyond the pile of clothes. The condition of their bodies paints clear picture of what went in on here. A traitor hidden within the order? Suddenly. Gunshots ring out. Is it coming from below us? Polly, snap out of it! Polly! Deep into the corner. Weary, fire the rocket launcher! Roger! Figures can be seen engaged in combat with a creature howling ferociously. Miranda and Query? But who are the other two? You know them? Yeah. Well, they look like they're in a tight spot. We should go help them. Out of nowhere, an axe flies in from behind, striking the creature dead on. D charges forward to grab the axe, promptly slamming it back to the creature's exposed core in its lower half. Whoosh. By the time D pulls the axe free again, the creature has ceased its shrieking. Ah, Polly, are you awake? Miranda? Are you hurt? And Query? What are you doing here? Hey, Para, now's not the time to be standing around. Hey, Para's headed to the surface. Calm down, Polly. You don't look so good. Polly attempts to stand up, but promptly drops back down. It's clear she suffered a great deal while trapped here. Commander, you're here too. I see some unfamiliar faces here. About that. This is Jill and Claire. They were escaping from Raccoon City when their vision turned blurry. The next thing they knew, they ended up in this mansion. What? So they got dragged from another world through a D-Wave too. Everyone, mind if I say something? I explained the D-Wave in detail. So that's why things weren't adding up. Another world. But we can still return to our world, right? Sure, all we have to go is wake up the gatekeeper. And let's go get this gatekeeper thing out of bed. Before we do that, there's something I want to ask. Does Umbrella Corporation also exist in this world? Umbrella Corporation? Yes, it seems like Umbrella Corporation is behind what happened in the mansion. No, I don't believe I've ever heard of Umbrella Corporation in our world. Those documents we found in the mansion are the only data we have on Umbrella. But we'll have to dig a little deeper to get the full picture. So they don't exist here, but then why? Claire? Let's hold off of waking the gatekeeper for now. Why? You heard him. Although we don't know precisely what's going on here, it's clear that Umbrella has some kind of influence in this world. We can't let this stand. We have to make things right before leaving. Make things right? Claire looks at Query. You said your colleague followed Depar all the way here? Right? And we've got to find them. Oh, they para and your colleague, and everyone else who's gone missing. After that, we need to make sure they'll never be able to do this again. I'm sick of watching viruses rob people of what's precious to them. Do you think we can really handle this on our own? Come on, Query. I believe in you. Are you saying you don't have faith in me? If we leave things like this, it will bug me endlessly. I won't be able to focus on finding my brother. Alright, might as well give it a shot. So where do we begin? Hold up. I'm really thankful everyone's offering their help, but there's something left to verify. Verify? Yes. I still heard that the person's introduction. All his eyes drift over Dee, who is sitting silently in this corner. At some point, without me noticing, she has changed into a police uniform. Agent Winters, BST. BST? Biohazard strike team. We deal with any incidents inside the Ark involving biohazard. After merging with the ACPU, we've been tasked to deal with the current incident involving the virus. My, very impressive. Effective immediately, I'll be joining your team. I presume I can count on your cooperation. Commander Happy will be personally leading the operation. Huh? Is there a problem, Commander? It seems Dee doesn't want anyone to know she's from Perilous Siege. I'll play along for now. Ahem. We could use the help you can give us, Polly. Okay, I'll do my best. I'm kind of in rough shape though, so I might need some assistance from you all. I believe that covers all the introductions. Shall we move on, Commander? Right. Okay, let's go over the situation again. Share what we've all found in the mansion so far.
Shall we start with a glass of wine? Target eliminated.
Torch machine is taking my ammo. I can still keep fighting. I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Okay.
Shall we start with a glass of wine?
Reloading!
Hold on a little, just a little more. I'm sorry.
You'll have to take it from here!
I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
Torch of Salvation, a code that refers to Raptures as judges descended from the heavens, who will guide all foolish mortals to their reckoning. And the code firmly believes that it will lead them to salvation in the process. The founder of this group is Elsaria 9. She was reportedly in despair as her husband, a former commander, remains comatose. It is believed that she received a Rapture core from an unknown individual, which served as the catalyst for the cult's founding. After establishing the Torch of Salvation, Elsaria noticed patients and visitors at the counseling center to join the cult. They began holding the regular gatherings at a mansion in the outer rim. Some cultists were even sent to the surface and offered the sacrifices to the Raptures. All individuals who went missing in the past 2 weeks have been linked to the Torch of Salvation. Clothes were found at the entrance of the Reformation Chamber. The timeline of the disappearance coincided with the D-Wave incident. Disappearances began after the cult members were used as test subjects during the development of Neovirus. The Neovirus, built upon the T-Virus, which hails from another world. It is synthesized by refining a holy elixir extracted from a Rapture's body. This particular Rapture is located at coordinates Serac 1001. When injected into organic matter, the virus significantly enhances physical and regenerative abilities. However, side effects include bodily deterioration, significant cognitive decline, and increased violent tendencies. Spreading the Neovirus within the Ark to incite chaos, and using the resulting confusion to allow the Raptures in was all part of the Torch of Salvation's plans. This operation was codenamed Project Reborn Evil. If the situation is not resolved within 2 hours, Blaze Out will initiate a full-scale purge. Does that about sum it up? It sounds like we've settled on a plan. We are here to put a stop on the Project Reborn Evil, is that it? When you put it like that, it sounds simple enough. It sure doesn't feel that way to me. Still, all we can do is try. With these many superior cops in our midst, I'm sure things will work out somehow. Yeah, everything will turn out fine somehow. But who exactly is the super cop you're talking about? think that's everyone. That's about everything for now. We need to figure out how to stop the Project Reborn evil from taking place. First, we stop the Neovirus from spreading outside the mansion. Second, we prevent the Raptures from infiltrating the Ark. These two are what really matters. I mentioned earlier that this is the way to the lab. Yeah, we came down from that side. Makes sense. Happy, if it's alright with you, I'll handle the virus. Huh? We got a few ideas in mind. But it's a plan that requires Agent Winters from the BST. What do you say, Winters? Want to try your luck with me? Winters. Are you up for it? No, she's on my end. Alright then. I'll leave the virus to Ada and Agent Winters. As for the Raptures, there's something I wanted to share. What's that? Well, I was caught by the cultists not long after sneaking into the mansion. So I'm embarrassed to say, I didn't discover anything noteworthy, but I did come across something that could serve as a clue. And what's that? Basically, up until a moment ago, Daypara was being held here with me. The cult leader came and took her away just before all of you arrived. While she was here, I heard her say something. All preparations are complete. It's time to head to the surface to face our reckoning. Huh? Winters, do you happen to know if there's any abandoned elevator nearby? There's one elevator left, but it's supposed to be decommissioned. Ordnance? I'll ask my partner to send it over right away. Alright, do it as fast as you can. While Ada and Winters are handling the virus, the rest of us will make sure the cult leader doesn't make it to the surface. Huh? That noise. I knew things wouldn't be this easy. Wally, can you move? I'll be fine. You all go ahead. I can at least spare some time.
Bolt, finish this and hurry to the sea. Hold on a little longer. Just a little more. I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Okay. I told you it was okay to go ahead. Why did you two decide to stay? Because you can't even stand up properly right now. I could say the same about you, Miranda. I'm fine. The thunder sound echoing down the passage grows closer. This feels like a nightmare. Would you agree, Miranda? Yeah, wait, huh? You said it feels like something out of a nightmare. Which part exactly? Aren't you going to pinch me to make sure I'm not dreaming? Are you sure you're okay? You're shaking pretty badly. That sounds, keeps reminding me of something. That abomination we ran into earlier. And all those things that we saw in the lab, they keep popping up in my head, so my body just keeps shaking. It's all very scary, isn't it? Yeah, I figured. It's not too late, you can still leave and catch up to the others you want. We'll take care of the creature. That's right, you don't have to stay behind just because of me. Before, when the Ark was in danger, there was something you said, Polly. That we are police officers, so protecting civilians and keeping the Ark safe, that's what police officers are meant to do. That's why I'm choosing to stay behind, in order for the others to solve problems at hand. Someone needs to keep the creatures distracted. Only then we can protect the civilians and keep the Ark safe. I may not be able to stop the trembling, but... Polly places a hand on top of Miranda's head. Thanks, Miranda, for choosing to stay behind for that reason. I'm so glad. Looks like there's a solid cops in this world too. Miranda, you were asking earlier who the Super Cup was. Yes, I'm still curious about that. Well, I don't think we need to look any further. Huh? From one Super Cup to another, let's take this thing down. Alright, let's buy the tickets so we can finish this. That's new.
Shall we start with a glass of wine? This outfit is a real drag. Let's finish.
Bolt! We won again!
Beneath these acts, the grotesque creature that attacked the lab gets out of its final cry. Aren't you done yet? Patience is a virtue, D. Your boyfriend might not like it if you like that. Or should I say, Winters? When it's just us, you can call me D. D yanks the axe out from the core and glances towards Ada. Despite a pitched battle occurring right beside her, Ada, with as much as a glance, remains hunched over a computer terminal, typing furiously at a keyboard. Judging by the countless black windows and lines of commands being inputted, it seems she's trying to hack in. If this is going to work, say it now. We need to come up with another plan. Yeah. Ada resumes clicking away at a keyboard. Deeming herself incapable of contributing at a computer, Dee heads towards the concavation chamber. Corpses lie scattered outside the broken chamber across the sea of shattered glass. They're a horrific sight, but Dee gazes at them unflinchingly. She reads the names written on each hospital gown aloud, one by one. Edward Monroe, Lily Monroe, Blake. It's as if she's making a vow to remember them all. Once finished, she then approaches the grotesque creature she's just taken down. Her axe curves an arc through the air, leaving a black streak. The creature is cleaved in two. The upper body of a mass-produced Nikke and the lower limbs of a Rapture. The dog tags are... found them. BH1096322. Ada, who had been typing away at the keyboard, suddenly froze. What is it? Just curious what you're doing. Are you looking for someone? No. What then? I'm memorizing their names so I can verify them when we get back to the Ark. That way I can find out who they were. And I need to find out why they came to believe in the Torch of Salvation and all the things that they've done along the way, before I can make an objective judgment about their deaths. That's the only way. Only by knowing what led to all this can we prevent a second Torch of Salvation from rising. Can I ask you something? Does working behind a wall of anonymity ever get tiring? If you were to die, no one would ever know what you've done. Or that you ever had these thoughts. It doesn't matter. If my actions tip the cosmic scales even slightly toward the side of good, I'll do whatever it takes for justice. More importantly, there's someone now who will remember me. Someone who will remember you? That's great. Enough talk, let's finish this. That reminds me. Ada pulls a new window on the monitor. At the bottom of the document that's titled Project Reborn Evil. Evil purified in 9 hours, 23 minutes. The countdown had been ticking down has come to a halt. The neo-virus won't spread into the Ark. I've also wiped all the data related to the T-virus, so we don't have to worry too much. You could have told me that earlier, you know. I'll take that as a thank you. Now then. Ada stretches, then begins rummaging through the pockets of the researchers lying motionless beside the computer. Why do we see what kind of people we're dealing with? Hey, did you know? Usually among researchers like these, there's always bound to be one that still has a tiny shred of conscience left. Enough to stash a vaccine somewhere. Out of nowhere, Ada reveals a vaccine sample in her hand. Now that I've got a hold of this, our deal's complete. Our deal? Without another word, Ada begins to head out of the lab. Ada, you sure you don't need to go? To check in on your boyfriend, I mean. Guess I should. As Dee exits the lab, a cool breeze brushes past her ear. Ada is perched on the windowsill of a open window. Wide open window, my bad. Take this. Ada tosses something. What's this? It's a USB drive adorned with ornate engravings. A pair of perfectly balanced scales is etched onto the surface. Consider it payment for honesty. Well then. With that, Ada fires a hookshot and vanishes out the window.
Entering combat. Reloading! You'll have to take it from here. Target eliminated. Reload. I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
Behind the mansion, along the path leading to the elevator, a veritable mountain of garbage is piled up. Ah, it reeks. I can't believe they put a trash dump like this right behind the mansion. How do they stand being so close to this stench? Guess they just get used to it. What? The residents here pick through the heaps of trash dumped from the Ark, searching for anything they can salvage. They make a living selling what they find. You just have to learn to live with the smell if you want to survive in the Outer Rim. Ah, let me get this straight. They make ends meet by selling trash dumped from the Ark? Putting it with smells like this? Is the reality people face in this world? Yes. Reality isn't forgiving, no matter where you go. Query? Query fidgets with her rocket launcher in silence. Hey, Query! Yes? Any further thoughts? Oh, I'm just thinking. Is it really okay? Is what okay? I can't help but think that someone other than me should have tagged along. Someone with more field experience, like Agent Winters from BSD. Or someone who was more suited for combat. You're blasting things left and right with that rocket launcher. And now you second guess yourself? For this, most of what I've done has been administrative work. Except under special circumstances, Paul and Miranda typically handle field operations. Saving all of humanity, such a monumental task is better left to someone else, not me. Oh, none of that stuff matters. I was just an ordinary college student. I survived Raccoon City, and now I'm surviving just fine here too. It's it's in here that counts, our hearts. Claire lightly taps her chest with her fist. Watching Claire, Query mutters quietly. That's what counts. You came all the way to this dangerous place because you wanted to save your friend? And now not only did you rescue Polly, you did it with style. That means you can save the para too. Hell, you can even save all of humanity. You've got what it takes. You think so? Of course. And there's more good news. What's that? You're not alone because you've got me. So, that's comforting, right? A faint smile crosses Queer's face as Claire's playful words. Yeah, I feel really reassured. See? It's what's inside that counts. What's inside? Ew. Query grips the launcher tightly with what seemed like a newfound resolve. Shall we keep moving? Yes, I spot the elevator Kate told us about in the distance. Here too, huh? We can't catch a break, can we? In front of the elevator stood more than the same creature we've been fighting all this time. Query lifted her loaded launcher. I'll take the lead. After the battle, in front of the elevator. Asteria 9 lies on the ground in a heap. Her abdomen is torn open. It looks like one of those monsters got to her. Life falls into oblivion, into turmoil. Cruel distortion of all things secret. All metallic judges descend. Do not resist. The end is nigh. Guide these foolish mortals. Asteria 9. The plan you and the Torch of Salvation put together is doomed to fail. Fail? That's right. Dang, this won't save anyone. Hahaha. Heathens like you wouldn't understand. Just you wait. On the day of reckoning, we'll see who is saved. Death is the path to salvation. Death is the path that leads to salvation. Death is salvation. While tending to the delirious cult leader's wounds, Query shakes her head. Huh. Suddenly the cult leader starts speaking to someone other than those of us present. Her eyes lose focus and her light gradually dims. You're waiting for me, aren't you? I told you, Depar and I would come. We would return to the happy days we once had. And receive salvation. With Depara? Depara? Depara's in the elevator. What have I done? The elevator? Inside the elevator, countless homemade explosives cover the floor. 14 minutes. The countdown displays in the center ticks down 1 second at a time like a time bomb. In addition to the bombs, I spot Depara lying on the floor. Claire, don't! It's too dangerous! Query holds back Claire, who was about to rush into the array of bombs. But countless bombs, the timer slowly ticking down, and Depara lying in the middle of it all. Claire's eyes stared back and forth before she shuts them, and seemingly recalling someone, she utters the name. The young girl she met on her own world. Sherry. I'm sorry, Query. Claire shakes off Query. Ignoring the bombs, Claire rushes straight towards the Daypara. Are you okay? Daypara remains limp and doesn't respond. She's still breathing. Distinct needle marks can be seen on Daypara's shoulder. No! Claire, fall back now. She might be infected by the virus. I don't care. I can't leave her like this. And even if she is infected, as long as there's a vaccine, we'll be able to treat her somehow. I don't know if a vaccine exists in this world, but it's better than giving up on her without doing anything. It's always better to put up a fight. Is this what you're looking for? Ada holds a syringe, filled with a red liquid. I told you I wouldn't let the Neo-virus leave the mansion, right? You better use it quickly. And I do mean quickly. We should probably do something about these explosives while we are at it. Oh, I'll do it. I've memorized all the procedures for handling explosives circulating the Ark. Alright, once they're taken care of, I think we've done everything we can here. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, looks like it. Hey Para, can you hear me? Don't move, I'm going to give you something that will help you. It's going to sting a little. Looks like we still have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends such as Rack 1001, the location where the virus components are found. If we want to put an end to all this, we'll need to take care of that too. Exactly. Once things settle down here, we'll take care of it. Well then, since our deal is concluded, guess this is where I make my exit. Alright, that woman, Osirian 9, was it? She was holding on to something important. I suggest you look into it. You might find something interesting. Well then, I'll leave it to you. Be sure you make the right decisions. Ada. By the time I turned around, Ada was already gone. The inside of the elevator is completely disarray. The Sierra 9's vision fades, and memories of the past flash before her eyes. Gathering at a dinner table every evening to talk about our day, all of us sprawled out, watching TV together in comfort. The quiet little conversations we would have before falling asleep. Memories of those happier days begin to fade, and are replaced by new ones. Her husband's hospital room, where she stood witnessing his final moments. The eyes of Ulceria 9 and those of her husband lock.
I will send you all away. Hold on a little longer.
Target eliminated. Reload.
These guys are quite persistent.
The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
2 hours, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. You're 3 minutes and 50 seconds behind schedule. What are we planning to do if I hadn't held up Blaze Out in the outer entrance? Okay. He gives a subdued wave. Her body is slightly synced in several places. What happened to you? Oh, this? Ran into this really nasty piece of work. But don't worry, my cover's still intact. Anyway, I heard from Happy. Sounds like things are pretty much wrapped up on your end. Yeah. By that look on your face, I take it things didn't pan out well. What about the cult leader and Daypara? Over there. Casey's Daypara sobbing, her arms wrapped around her knees. Hey, furrows her brow. Upon seeing the cult leader collapsed nearby. Alright, things ended badly. Still, if her expression is any indication, I'd say the cult leader paid to her sins. What did you decide about the mansion? Lays out plans to torch the place, along with every nearby residential area. Told me to get out of here before it's too late. But they've decided there's no point in leaving it standing? Well, I guess. Be it Neovirus or the Torch of Salvation, it seems they are nipping both in the bud for good. Maybe they want to bury the fact that any of this ever happened. I already checked. There aren't any survivors, so don't make that face. Thanks. Speaking of which, where Happy and the others? I thought they were with them. They went to the surface. Said they are ending this mess. Why do you follow them? I've got something to unwrap here. And what's that? They said Ada vanished the moment she handed over the vaccine sample. I'm going after her. So yeah, I'm heading off now. Make sure you look after Daypara. Later. What? You don't look like a babysitter? He steps out of the mansion. Do you? Upon reaching the surface, we head toward the coordinates Rack 10. 1. Jill is intently studying the scripture. It is the scripture that Illyria 9 clung onto until her dying breath. Thus spoke the Lord. Salvation lies beneath the merciless judges. Imbibe the holy elixir and cast off the sins of your mortal flesh. Be reborn as a greater friend, greater being. Doesn't seem to be anything particular noteworthy. Yeah, it just seems strange prayers from the start. Huh? Turning a page, Jill's jaw drops in surprise. What is it? Jill turns the scripture toward me. Something is inscribed in a red lettering. Rect 1001, beneath the merciless judges. The altar where the holy exorce of the judge flows. There is a revelation. Revelation? What revelation? Could it be something what's written after? Jill continues to skim through the scripture. Apparently some documents appear one day, scattered around the altar. Research papers detailing the T-virus experiments would be sold earlier. The believers of the Torch of Salvation regarded this as a way to fulfill their destiny. A revelation from God. Umbrella will pave the way toward for us. After these initial sequences, all that follows is raising Umbrella Corporation. They don't have access to any information about D-Wave or other worlds, so they fight those Umbrella documents as holy relics. Since to them, the information they needed suddenly materialized out of nowhere. Looks like we got our answers. Those that got caught in the D-Wave and crossed over. It wasn't just us, but these documents too? That seems to be the case. Kay said she'd handle disposing of all those documents. Well, now that that's cleared up, let's focus on the task at hand. Seems we've arrived. To where it all began. How awful. Yeah. Among these ruins, I spotted an altar in the distance. Several unarmed bodies are sprawled around it. Their expressions are peaceful. I assume that's the target? An enormous Rapture stands behind the bodies, looking strangely out of place. It remains motionless, as if rooted to the ground. Commander, requesting permission to engage. Are you sure about this, Polly? You should have gone back to the Ark along with Depara. I'm sure, I'm totally fine. Brown and Query are there, after all. And we've got Jill and Claire too. That's right, the Super Cups are all assembled. You're really fixated on that word, aren't you? It's probably because no one's ever called her that before. Alright, commence engagement. Okay then, let's go. Let's do this. It may look like it's lodged into the ground, but all the same, don't let your guard down. We don't know what it's capable of. Understood. Encounter. Alright, that's the big boss. Let's kill him. We've seen this boss before, didn't we? I don't know where though.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
With a thunderous crash, the Rapture collapses. Good work, everyone. Ooh, so that's a wrap on this whole virus mess, right? An ominous-looking fluid seeps from the Rapture's carcass. That must be the fluid of Torch of Salvation in regards to the holy elixir of the Judge. To make sure we don't have a repeat of this incident, it's probably best if we send it to MMR for analysis. I request an investigation into this. We can't let something like this ever happen again. The ACPU will keep a close eye on it. We'll make sure this mess doesn't take place again. That's reassuring. I'm glad the Ark has people like you looking after it. Yeah, we've got to do our best so that our citizens can feel safe. That's right. I'll work even harder so I don't have to be nervous next time. I'm rooting for you. So, all we have to do now is take down the Rapture called the Gatekeeper, right? Where do we find it? I'm all warmed up. Let's go in there and finish this fast. About that. Ah, I have a question. Yes? Have you always been this radiant? Light is emanating from Jill and Claire's bodies. That can only mean one thing. Gatekeeper is awakened. Jill. Wait. Yeah. Jill, it's time to go home. Wait, are they leaving just like that? After going through all that, you don't even have to see the Ark? It's alright. I fulfilled my duty as a cop to protect civilians and defend the Ark. That alone is the reason enough for me to end up in this world. Wouldn't you agree, Miranda? Yeah, you're right. Thank you for everything. Around the salutes Jill and Claire with pride. Seeing this, Polly and Query mirrors Miranda and salutes them too. Despite the confusion of being thrust into another world, the three of you still went out of your way to help us. You never gave up and never faltered in the face of danger. And for that, I can thank you enough. Oh, it's the least we could do. Now you're making me blush. By the way, Query, I'm counting on you to look after Depara. Take a good care of her. She's going to feel very alone. Got it. Leave it to me. And Winters, was it? Send her my regard as well. Certainly will. Well then. Seems like it's time to go. Claire waves, and Jill salutes in silence as their bodies become enveloped in light. Soon the light dissipates, and the two women vanish. In a back alley of the Outer Rim, in the distance, a mansion is ablaze. They expect to find you here. I want to see how everything wrapped up. You're late. I thought you would show up a little sooner. Ada holds something up and waves it. It's the tracker deplanted. So you knew. So, what can I do for you? Kay told me. Jill and Claire got pulled into this world through a D-wave only a few hours ago, but you've been in the Ark for 2 weeks now. That's right. I had a nice little tour of the Ark. Fascinating place, more to it than I expected. What kind of deal did you make with X? You know perfectly well that I won't answer that. A moment later, Ada's body is enveloped in light. I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. Since you came all the way out here, let me give you a little parting gift, eh? People like us who work in the shadows, we must always have an ace hidden up our sleeve. Ready to use whenever we need it. Catch my drift? Well, no parting words? Thanks. I appreciate you helping us to see this through. Well then, see you around. Take care, Dee. In an instant, Ada is gone, leaving Dee alone in the black alley. An ace up the sleeve. In Dee's hand is the USB Ada gave her. Is that why you gave me this? Dee soon disappears into the shadows. Okay. We can just do the first level since we have ticket for that.
I will send you off without pain.
In 2 days, I'm gonna do the minigame. Basically, we'll finish that fully. And yeah. So that will be Tuesday.
These guys are quite persistent.
Tuesday.
The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
I didn't mean to click that. That's fine. Still wanna do the challenge.
Looking forward to this. I'll be with you until the very end.
Return to where you belong.
Ready to have fun, guys. Reloading. I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
I don't want to start that minigame. Okay, so we just need to play as Claire 5 times, play as Ada 5 times, and use some skills a few more times. And then earn 80,000 in one run, which will be the hardest thing, but we'll be able to do it. I mean, I know we can level up these, but like, is there even a point to that? Like, you get no reward for actually finishing it, right? Wonder why I didn't get it if I have 97k as my top thing. Well, I'm gonna start Claire 5 times, not actually gonna do it.
Everyone ready? Nice work. When I get back, we've got no other choice. Nice work.
Let's go.
When I get back, let's give him hell. Nice work. When I get back, let's give him hell. Nice work. When I get back, whew, I'm heading straight for the shower.
I meant to do one more.
We've got no other choice.
There we go. Quick
Nice work.
end. That
When
should
I
be
get
enough.
back, whew, I'm heading straight for the shower.
I also need those three, so scope, barricade, and buttstock. And the bowgun, of course. By playing as Ada, get the 350, and honestly, I don't even need these, but I want to do at least one more stream of this, which will be, you know, in 2 days once we unlock enough. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.